Good afternoon, clinic members. It's Sunday, March 22nd. I'm speaking to you today from the clinic. This is our second update during the coronavirus outbreak. I'm speaking to you today to update you on how we are responding to the virus outbreak and how that impacts our operations here and how we can serve you in this unusual and difficult time that we're all going through together. So in terms of the national and international picture, I think the news is well known to most of you that the cases are increasing and it is likely to get worse before it gets better. I'm sorry to share that news, but in the context of that and the increasing restrictions on movement around society and unnecessary gatherings, we are making our own efforts to reduce transmission between our members and our staff. So you'll notice today that I'm speaking to you without my colleague, Dr. Lipinski here. He'll be separately addressing his patients. We have decided to stagger our time here in the clinic such that if one of us were to become sick, both of us would not be sick at the same time, leaving you without a physician to care for you. Similarly, our nurses, we have sent home to do their work from home. Their ability to answer phones and to serve you will be unimpeded in what they can do while not physically together with you. So during normal working hours, the phones will ring to our nurses. They will handle whatever situations they can handle, and they will contact Dr. Lipinski and myself for further issues as needed, as would normally happen. It's just that we won't be physically together in the same room. Again, with the effort of reducing transmission between the staff and therefore keeping the ability to stay open and serve all of our members without interruption. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how things went during the first week of phone visits. So this past week, we were only seeing essential visits in the office for things that we could not handle without an in-person visit. I'll give you a couple of examples of things that we saw. My partner sewed up a laceration yesterday morning. I saw a person with chest pain that had significant risk of being a cardiac issue, happily was not. There were other examples as well, but I share those just so you have a sense of what needs to be seen in person, and that we will see those circumstances in person here in the office. Our restrictions on non-essential visits is to prevent people from coming into the office who are not sick and contracting the virus while they're here. As you may know, that's one of the main mechanisms of spread of the illness in other countries and in other places. So we're attempting to restrict that. But I'm happy to report that during week one of phone visits, we were able to conduct a lot of the important business of doctoring over the telephone. And most of those visits lasted as long as they would in person because there was plenty to talk about and follow up on. So we don't want to lose the trail of things that we are following and tracking down and monitoring just because we can't be together physically. And we feel like to a large extent we're able to accomplish that. So for the coming week, we will, if you have a scheduled appointment, we'll be calling you at the time of your scheduled appointment. We understand if you would rather delay that, and you're welcome to call the office and change those appointments. But again, we have found them useful, and I would encourage you to keep those scheduled appointments.